Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show a quick demo of how one can build the operate first site in a container. So to start with, we have to first clone the Git repository located at operate-first.github.io. As a first step, we have to customize the .env file. The default is called .env.default. So this file contains the environment variables needed to customize the image and source information for building the site. I will first change the image repository to point to the query repository where I want to push my built image. I will keep the source repository URL and the source repository ref as the upstream repository and branch. Make sure that you have the npm and s2i command line tools available for this to work. Now looking at the deployment information, I will set the OC URL as the host address and I will set the project name. And depending on whether I am authenticating using username and password or token, I will set those environment variables here. Make sure that you have the OC command line tool available for this to work. Now in order to build the containerized image, I will now run the make build command. Once the image build completes, to push the image to the desired location that we just customized in the .env file, we will run the make push command. As we can see here, as I check my query repository, I see that an image was pushed a few minutes back. Now once the image has been pushed, we want to deploy it to OpenShift. And for that, we want to modify the image repository in the deployment config deployment.yaml to fetch the latest information from the location we just pushed the container image to in the previous step. We will modify the line starting with image to reflect the image repository we pushed it to. Once you have modified it, you save the file. Now to deploy the site to OpenShift, we need to run the make deploy command. Once the deployment is complete, I will use the OpenShift UI to navigate to the route that we just created, which should take us to the deployed site. So going to this route, as we can see here, we successfully built the operate first site in a container.